All right. We'll start with Emily.
Hey, Taulia. You gonna wear that after every game? I said, are you gonna wear that after every game?
Yeah, every game we win. I just supported my brother.
Yeah. I guess just for you, do you feel like you're really starting to find a rhythm, and how beneficial is it for you to be able to kind of back-to-back weeks really have a pretty mistake-free game and kind of getting into a groove there?
Yeah, I feel like our whole offense and as well as our defense too, I feel like we're all finding our rhythm. And like Coach said, it all starts at practice. If we continue to practice hard and, do the extra stuff and, continue to play as a team, then, we'll get the result that we want. So.
And this is fairly overarching, but when you committed to come to Maryland, you hadn't really seen what Loxley was going to be able to do with this program. The success you have in a night like tonight, did you foresee this? Did you think that you'd be able to take this program kind of to the next level as a team?
Man, stuff like this, I can't imagine. And that's when it's only God. Only God can do this stuff. And, that's the way I approach everything, with my faith. And as well as Coach Locks too, and our whole team. He always tells us, if we put in the work, we're going to get good results out of it. So, I feel like if we just continue to work hard, then we're going to get the results that we need.
Lila.
Hey, Leah. In the past 2 weeks, there's been kind of two historic wins for Maryland with the, 17-point comeback and now just the third win against Penn State. Just, what does it mean to you to be able to come to Maryland and be a part of, such big wins and kind of turning around the program in that regard?
Man, it's a blessing. I heard Maryland hasn't beaten them in a long time. And, to come in here and them at their place, it's a blessing. And, our team looks forward to, the opportunities. We like to compete. And, it's just a blessing. And hopefully we can continue to build off of this, like how we build off of the Minnesota game.
And Rakim had the first 2 touchdowns of his career today. What's your, favorite part of playing with a guy like that?
Yeah, Rakim, he's a super hard worker. We stay back after practice as well as all the receivers and, just working top of the routes or working different releases and trying to catch different balls and stuff. So, they trusted me and I trusted them. And, just to see, the hard work pay off from them, it's good. And like I said, hopefully we can build off of it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Andy.
Hey, Leah. Did you guys play with Lattez Rogers in mind today?
You said what?
Did you guys play with Lattez Rogers in mind after discovering his mom passed away?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that was for our brother, Lattez. It's super tough, losing a loved one like that. And, we talked before the game and, Coach told us that, this is deeper than just a football game. It's for our brother. And, we just continue to pray for him.
Ed.
Taulia, does Rakim act like a freshman or play like a freshman in any way?
Well, Rakim, he's just a baller. Like I said, our whole wide receiver group, they're just a bunch of playmakers. And, you just got to get the ball in their hands and, you see what they can do with it. But, Rakim, he loves to learn and he loves to grow. And that's one thing that I like about Rakim. He's always open to take information. And, for him, he's never satisfied with anything. He's always wants to, get better, whether it's a release or a route or catching. So, yeah, he's definitely mature.
And on the touchdowns that you threw to him, did you notice, I'm assuming you must have noticed that Penn State wasn't motioning with him when he was in motion?
Sometimes Penn State, man zone indicators, sometimes they like to, bring the other safety down. But, Coach tells me to, reassure man indicators with the corners, whether they're man eyes on our receivers or with me. So, we anticipated that coming. And you know, Rack did a good job on winning their matchups. And yep, that.
Thank you.
Yep.
Alif.
Hey, Talia. Coach Locks mentioned that you guys were still in a phase of growth, and a part of that growth was sort of the drop-off in offense from the first half to the second half. For you, sort of how are you approaching improving on those mistakes you've made and sort of how to stay consistent?
Yes, sir. Yeah, you know, we try to run a trick play, and I'm supposed to throw the ball away. And you know, like Coach said, that stuff, you know, I got to learn on, and you know, can't look at the scoreboard. Coach always tells us to play and just not look at the scoreboard, and if we just continue to do our job, then you know, we'll be happy with the results. But you know, finishing, we just got to finish, and you know, it starts with me, just you know, not getting away from my fundamentals, and you know, just always staying focused and locked in throughout the whole game. So I got to get better in that, and yeah, I just got to get better.
Thank you.
For our last one, we'll go to Jacob.
Hey, Talia, you guys had 4 touchdowns tonight of over 30 yards. Just what allowed you guys to take advantage of the big plays early on?
You said what? Sorry.
You had 4 touchdowns of over 30 yards. What allowed you guys to capitalize on the big plays so effectively early on?
Sure. I think Coach Mo called a really good game, and you know, I just took what they gave me, and when the big plays, you know, prevented themselves, then I just took it. I mean, Rakeem made you know 2 long runs, and you know, Demons had a nice catch, and as well as Jake. So, you know, I think you know, the big plays just sometimes it just happens to us, and you know, we don't have to make big plays, and if we just continue to focus and not get bored with the basics, then I think the big plays will just come.
Thank you.
Thanks, Leah.